Prep out of Burlington, King Heights in the Vaughan Thornhill area. So I'm Chris McKee, joined by Haley Hawkinson. So, hey, back at it again. Let's go, Haley.
Oh, yes. I'm excited for this one. I think it's awesome. We've got you can't get a bigger underdog right now than King Heights. And the energy that Polaris Prep is bringing to the game already is insane. They just look ready to go. So I don't know. What are you predicting for this one?
Well, unpredictability is what I predict for this one. You know, that's the beauty. Hey, this is March. That's the beauty of high school and college basketball. You know, Kennedy Prep, the #1 team. Everyone and their mother thought they were supposed to be here.
Yep.
Then King Heights goes in courtesy of a big-time performance from Yusuf Ahmed. Runs over them, and here they are. Well, I just realized I have 2 number 2s.
On which team?
King Heights.
I don't have that guy.
Nate Howell?
No, I don't.
Uh-oh. Went over and said, hey, anyone? So we got a 0.
I don't have.
So I think Nate Howell might be the 0.
Let's pull it up on the Swish.
Yeah, I think Nate is the 0. Zero is Nate, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's your starting lineups for King Heights. We'll get to it in just one sec. So, full disclosure, you know, I haven't done any men's Trilliums games this year, so it's going to take us a minute to get into the swing of things, get all the names down, but we'll get there. I've obviously done all 4 teams playing later this afternoon in the men's division. Did all the girls Trillium this year, so we'll get familiar with them just one sec. So, Polaris Prep, their starting lineup, number 0, Malik Landenegger, number 8, Tyler Brown, number 14, Barack Kudase, 21, Malachi Scott, and who am I missing out there? The front of their jerseys, you can't read the numbers, which is also not helpful. And then for King Heights, we'll get the last guy in just one second. So number 0, Nate Howell, watch out for him. 2, Nicholas Logan. Number 5 is Quincy Mutasami. 21, Yusuf Ahmed. Watch out for him. He's going to be their hot hand.
So Tyler Brown on Polaris, he leads the team with 16 points per game. But actually, nobody on Polaris has played more than 6 games this season. That's the most. A couple of them have played 6 games, but everybody else is under 6.
So I had a chat with the coaches before. He said, a lot of injuries and just the weather got in the way. They had to cancel a bunch of games for weather. And so here we are. So Polaris Prep, they're in the gray and black jerseys. King Heights, white jerseys with gold trim. They're off the mark on the first crack. And a block. There's a whole bunch of bodies flying around.
Yeah.
And Ahmed to Howell, and he holds it up. Excuse me, that's Logan. We both had 2 number 2s. And Anderson Amike is the last starter, number 4. He just missed on his first go. So 0-0, both teams shaking out the nerves. So were Haley and I here in the booth. Brown, he's off. Ball's going to roll out. So I went over and told both coaches about the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, okay.
I said, hey, let's make this a better game.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, no, it's the lighting over there. It's like, he goes,
I
happens
bet.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But for anyone who didn't see the games yesterday, in every single girls' game, they were stepping out of bounds right where the ball is being inbounded right now. catching balls over the line, just flat out shooting on the line. So let's hope you see less of that today.
Well, here's King Heights. They got to get Ahmed going. And again, another turnover. Stolen by Malachi Scott. Pushed ahead. And one. So Malik Landenegger, he's going to go to the line. Malik is senior. So just so you know, I'm headset 2 today on the mics, and you're 1. So
Okay.
we're switched today. You can see I'm plugged in there. Of course, the first of 4 games coming up next. The winner of this game will face the winner of Canada Top Flight and Code Academy in the Trillium final on Sunday. So Landenegger starts us off. Hits 1 of 2 from the line. Nate Howell. No. So King Heights, short bench, just 3 guys on the bench. So obviously fatigue is going to be an issue for these guys. Okay, they're all young guys, though. They got fresh legs. Brown in the corner, and he's out of bounds.
Oh.
Remember, I went and told all the coaches before, tell your guys to watch, and there you go. And apparently none of them listened to me.
Less than 2 minutes in.
You know what's funny? The assistant just looked over and smiled because that's the guy. It's like, I told you. Ahmed. Got long arms, man. He's great size. Stole him. Nice D. Here comes Kamar Grant. And then off-balance shot. Tough shot. Kamar Grant, lovely. 3-0. Polaris out the gate. Ahmed. And up and under, Mutasami misses. So King Heights, the home team, yet to get off the snide 7:30 mark opening quarter. Kamar Grant, fade away. No. And pushed out of bounds. So you can see nerves on both teams.
Totally.
Here in
Especially
the opening
being the first day, or the first game.
It's happening on the way. So King Heights, yeah, coach recognizes, got to settle his boys down. It'll be good. So we had a very long day yesterday, 4 games. Haley and I on the microphone for 9 hours. And then when I'm trying to leave the parking lot, you need to scan and pay your ticket, whatever. There was a woman, an older woman, and she was driving a very expensive car. And she was like, look, my car's not working. I just don't know what I'm doing. And, it's not like, I don't think she wasn't trying to pay. And the person,
I don't think she was trying to scam.
The security was refusing to let her go through the gate. And so there was a lineup of about 30 cars. And so thankfully, I bumped into my guy DK, who works here. He's part of U of T Scarborough Sports and the facilities. And he's like, McKee, what's up? I'm like, they won't let us out.
Yeah.
So he gets on the buzz and goes, let them through. So DK used to be the sports information guy for Durham College and used to bring me in to do play-by-play. We just literally had a random bump in the parking lot. He's like, I got you. So
that's awesome.
DK, man, shout out. Appreciate you for getting us through. Because I was like, I just want to get home, have a quick beer, get to bed, and 40 minutes I'm in the parking lot.
Jeez.
And thankfully, I was like, I can't even scream because my voice was so spent. So, so I was just like, can you please open the door?
Please, man.
So let's hope that doesn't happen again. So if you are coming here tonight, one of the later games, beware. So we ended up rolling over a curb because there's a whole bunch of us just like, let's just get out. All right, back to it. King Heights, quick breather. Polaris inbounds. Grant, he looks really good to start. Barak Kudache, nice lay-in. The man from Turkey pushed the lead to 5-0. King Heights yet to get off the snide, approaching the 7-minute mark. Yusuf Ahmed, so he went off for 40 points in the major upset over Kennedy Prep. So we got to get him rolling today. Mutasami, Ahmed up and under, no. Grant, Kudache. Off the mark. Mutasame. Yusuf Ahmed. In and out. So it looks like they're going to live and die by Yusuf Ahmed.
Yeah.
So if he can get rolling, watch out. But if he's cold today, And
yeah, might not go over too smoothly for them.
so keep in mind, so this King Heights team was 3-15 in the regular season, just 3 wins. And they, they're the last seed, the 8th seed. They end up upsetting the number 1 seed, and that's why this is why you play the games, folks.
Yep.
We talked about this yesterday on the broadcast. Fairleigh Dickinson, the 16th seed, upsetting Purdue. And keep in mind, people don't realize Fairleigh Dickinson didn't even win their conference. Most mid-major teams have to win their conference. Merrimack won their conference, but they just transitioned from D2, and it hadn't been 4 years. It was a 4-year window. So FDU didn't even win their conference, and they still got it and beat Zach Eady and Purdue. So.
Yeah. So even just King Heights getting here is such an accomplishment just based on the season that they had, but they are a very talented team. Obviously, the injuries did get to them this season, but obviously they want the win here.
Nick Logan off the mark as well. Nobody on King Heights can get it in. Grant. Brown. Long jump shot.
Ooh.
Tyler Brown. Oh, net. Nicely done. We got Kyrie Taylor out there as well for the first time, number 10 on King Heights. Ahmed, corner 3. No. And that's a block. Yeah, no. Good call, ref. Kurtiche just swatted that away, got all ball. So 5:34, still the donut on the board for King Heights. They got to get something simple. No. So Coach Terry Upshaw with Polaris Prep. No Terry from his days in the CEBL.
That is what I expected to see. In their warm-ups, they were fantastic. Everybody was dunking.
So Malachi's got 6'7", and dude's got long arms. So you know that one phrase we hear on NBA Draft Night, wingspan. Yeah, he certainly got that. Oh, I don't know. So King Heights catches a break, 9-0. Courtesy of that crazy. So someone's got to box out on that follow.
Yeah.
Flew in out of nowhere. Substitutions. We got CJ Nelson, number 2, just checked into the game. And who else am I missing? It's hey, Nick Logan.
A buzzer beater?
Well, that'll do. It's 4:35 in, but King Heights gets their first hoop. So this is Jordan Niles, number 11. Or sorry, that's Cyrus Hassan, number 12. We'll get there. And so now King Heights can finally settle down. I do like their jerseys. Got a nice logo on the front.
The King Heights ones? Yeah, I like them.
Polaris is nice too. I think they need a little color in it. The gray on black, because the design is sweet. It's just the gray on black is no good. Hassan from Oakville. Yeah, looks like a foul is going to be called on Nate Howell. So the early Friday game, I would imagine by the 5 o'clock game, this place is going to be packed. Definitely about a 7. We had great crowds yesterday for the women. Hassan, no. Howell back the other way for King Heights. Ahmed over top of the defender. He can't get the roll. Yusuf Ahmed, ice cold to start in the first quarter, but I like it. He still keeps shooting.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost confidence, and that's a real score.
Well, that's got to be the whole story for King Heights, especially just not giving up, even though, like, the fact that they can still play their hardest and even come up with the win against the number 1 seed. It's not easy. That doesn't mean just a fluke one game. That means the entire season they're still putting in the work, still grinding to be able, because this is the outcome they obviously want, but probably not a lot of people thought would be possible.
Yusuf Ahmed and 1. There he is. Breaks the slide. So we also had Cyrus Hassan that laying down the other way, but Ahmed, first bucket of the game, and he goes to the line. Ahmed, a youngster, just a grade 11, which is he's what, 2026? Let's see, he's wiry, long. Reminds me of a guy used to play in the NBA called Darius Miles. And Darius was, man, freak athlete, but he was just like tall, wiry dude like that. Converts a 3-point play. Darius Miles also in the movie Blue Chip. I think, no, he was in Van Wilder. That's what he was in. No good. I'm like, I was remembering them. Yeah, Van Wilder. Up and under.
There we go.
Man, I see dunk Quincy. Love it. So you can see Kings Heights has settled down.
They've settled in yet.
They're like, all right, game on. Let's ball.
It looks like Tyler Brown's going to come in soon, though, right as they start to get a little comfortable.
Cyrus Hassan switches to the left hand. Impressive, this guy. He's got a quick little burst, and he's deceptive. Blown by defenders. Ahmed. And Mutasami steps out of bounds. As Haley mentioned, excuse me. Tyler Brown back in. I have an ex-girlfriend named Heidi, so that's...
I thought you were thinking Heidi Smith
No,
from yesterday.
she's on my mind. That's why. You're a lot nicer than her. So you're right.
Thank you.
And another out of bounds. The coaches can't tell them I didn't warn them.
Yeah, no. It looks like frustration's building up, too, because...
Yeah. So 13-7, Polaris Prep. They're in the gray and black jerseys. Just joining us, King Heights white jerseys. Good ball movement. And a corner three, no. Trayshawn Gordon as well has checked in for Kings Heights, number 7. Kumar Grant back in. I like this dude's game. Just jumped out at me over the opening couple minutes. Mutasami and Grant. Good defense, and also that was Malachi Scott as well. Cyrus Hassan off the bench. He's got 6 points already.
It's fantastic. I'm not hearing a lot of talking on the actual court right now, which is a little surprising to see.
Cool. Anel Maxwell, number 13, into the game for Polaris. Big dude. Maxwell, 6'7", 2024. Keep in mind that short bench. First quarter, not going to affect King Heights in any way. You know, in a way, though, I think the guys can play with a little bit more freedom because they don't have to worry about if I make a mistake, I'm going to get yanked. There's Cyrus Hassan again. Or sorry, CJ Nelson.
Yeah, because if I'm Polaris Prep and I want to try something and mess up, you've got so many guys that are just waiting for you to mess up so they can hop in the game and play.
Yeah, Kings Heights, man, there's freedom to that. Just go play.
No one expected them to be there anyways, so.
Oh, corner three, Nate Howell. 17-10. We're under a minute left. 48 seconds to go. Grant, pull up. No, I thought he should have took it. He had the shot. Unless that was a design play. CJ Nelson couldn't get it. So there's Cyrus Hassan back in. Is he wearing a watch or a Fitbit? Is that even allowed?
Looks like it's just a sweatband.
Okay, all right. It's like, is this dude want to watch mid-game?
Or maybe it's KT tape. I saw someone taping up their wrist beforehand.
Oh, wow. These heights finally start to cook.
Yeah.
That's Nick Logan again. You know, Malcolm X, one of his famous sayings was, never trust a man who doesn't wear a watch. Now, that's changed because now it's cell phones, you know.
Yeah.
But back in his day, that's why I always used to wear a watch for years. Logan, Nick, oh! And Mutasami bails him out with the follow. 2 point, hey, look at this.
I know.
Think of the start Kings Heights had. Didn't score a bucket for the first, 6 minutes. Here we are, 2-point ball game. Everything's settled down. Polaris out in front, 17-15.
Yeah, so technically Polaris should... Yes. Technically Polaris, this should be their game, 100%. Statistically wise, standing wise, but just from the looks of it, it really can be anybody's game here. It looks like both teams have settled in. But if King Heights is just going to pull threes and make them go in, it's really anybody's game.
So the freedom that King Heights must be playing with, you want to talk about playing with house money. I don't think there's anyone in the province of Ontario who thought these boys were going to be here. And here they are. And so that's like, we saw it a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament when St. Peter's went on that magical run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they upset Kentucky, ended up getting a Sweet 16. And that's a team out of the Metro Atlantic that's like nobody thought anything.
No.
And they made that run to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And so, and it's because it's just freedom. The guys were like, man, I don't care. We're not supposed to be here.
Right, they're already defying expectations, so...
And again, the
awesome
short
little
bench.
Cinderella story.
Go ball, boys. I love it.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great game. I'm predicting this one to be a little bit close. You were on point with the predictions yesterday. My prediction, this is going to be a close one.
See, I have no predictions for these games. Like I said, I haven't seen either of these teams this season. At least with, the girls' games, I've seen them. I kind of know what they are.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other division later tonight. I'll give you the predictions for those guys. By the way, we got different refs today. By the way, you want to mess with this ref, so we're not talking junk about this guy there. Hudache. Swish.
No.
All the way from Turkey, Barak Hudache. That's how you want to come out,
exactly.
Break big three. Amike. Ahmed. No, and Ahmed. Second crack at it. Yusuf Ahmed. I like this guy. And again, almost like, a quarterback that throws a lot of interceptions, a gunslinger. They got to have a short memory. That's got to be a foul. It is a good foul because he had an easy lay-in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a shooting foul, so he kind of saved his team 2 points. So, smart play. Well, yeah, you always guys like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and even Pat Mahomes is like, these guys are gunslingers. They make a mistake. They don't care. They go, the next play, they're throwing it 35 yards instead of just 5 yards. So, and that's why Ahmed's kind of got that same mentality on the hoops court here. He's just like, I don't care if I miss. I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So appreciate you guys tuning in. Any issues with sound? I went home and watched the playback. We were so low yesterday. And so I've cranked up the mics a little bit today. So hopefully that's improving the sound quality. Any issues though, hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE, or my Instagram undrafted_FA. And of course, you want to stay up to date on all the stats. You can download the Swish app, search Ontario Basketball, stay up to date on all the stats. Haley's got that cooking for us today.
Yes, it's awesome. They've got the box score, play-by-play, even a shot chart, which is awesome.
Really?
Yeah, look.
Sweet.
That's amazing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, just other information. It's really great.
2-point ball game. Polaris Prep. Kamar Grant. Brown spin move. Lovely.
Oh.
Ooh. Who's that? And that's right on the tailbone. That's going to sting.
Yeah. That's the worst.
It's Nate Howell.
It looks like he can walk that one off a little bit.
Off the mark. Ripped back. Marique Graham lost a handle on. That's got to be a foul, yeah.
Yeah.
Kudice, not a smart foul by Kudice. I mean, it's defense 101. Don't leave your feet.
Yeah.
And not even around his own rim. At the yeah, come on, dude. Ahmed. So Nick Logan, he's impressive as well in the opening. Couple threes. Another dude, long arms, playing a lot longer than his size, and unfortunate. Amike couldn't get a handle. The pass was a little too hot for him that close. Need a little touch on the pass. Not everything's a laser. Boy, to get to the next level, you want to play NCAA Division I. There's no soft passes. Everyone, the speed at which they move the ball, it's crazy. And then you get to the NBA, and it is just silly. In and out. Mutasami doesn't drop for him. Kamar Grant back the other way. Grant, ooh, nice defense from Quincy.
Oh, looks like hopping on his ankle a little bit.
Grant will inbound. Marique Graham to Brown. Swish, I love that. He looks up, he's like, this guy's giving me way too much space. Yeah. And Tyler Brown in his face drains it. He's an OSBA All-Star, and you're seeing why right there. 23-18, Polaris in front. Mutasami, travel. Well, over the past 24 hours, the refs have been consistent with the travel calls. They've done a great job of letting, yesterday the girls and the boys be physical, but any kind of travel stuff like that, they're like...
Yes, yeah. That's what it is, because everyone wants to play physical. That's why they're in this league. They all can handle it, but it's the little things that they're not turning a blind eye to anything.
Tyler Brown, man, he's good.
Yeah.
Up and under. Goes laying this time.
Yes, he was named the second-team All-Star, and he is showing why.
Ahmed back the other way over top of a couple defenders, Yusuf Ahmed. So Tyler Brown, he hit that three a couple moments ago, and then, of course, now they're like, oh, we got to play him tighter. They play him tighter, and he says, cool, I'll blow right by. 5-point lead, Polaris. Stolen by Ahmed. Get your phones out. He goes lay-in. I'm okay with that. Didn't need the style points. Still counts for 2. 3-point ball game. So Ahmed starting to heat up, getting his engine revved up. Grant. Nope. And I thought he got ball. I'm going with Ahmed. He's looking, saying no. But Marique Graham to the free throw line. Marique out of Brampton. Shout out to B-Town.
Yeah, this is also tricky. Like, they're going to want to fight that they're not fouling because they have 3 guys on their bench. So that could definitely be a contributing factor to this game.
Well, I think it also teaches them to play smart.
Yeah, totally. But it seems like they've had to do that all season with a bunch of injuries, so it definitely wouldn't be their first time having to, be a little more reserved when someone's going for an open lane or something.
Steve Graham. It's the first 4-point ball game. Checking, no messages to say sound is off, so we're looking good. Looks like we're good so far. Ahmed. Mutasami. Oof. He worked his way into the key. He's just a little teardrop, or, he could have got that in. Nelson to Grant. Good ball movement from Polaris. Attacks, easy lay-in. It's 27-22. So it's Malik Landenegger. Or it's Malik, excuse me. Oh, tipped away. Nelson dribbles through Brown. Step back. No. But he looked good doing it. That's a tough shot.
Yep.
I mean, this dude, I'm just taking a look at his legs. He's got some tree trunks.
Yeah.
You know, we see some wiry boys out there.
Yeah.
Looks like, you know, he could play linebacker for the Chicago Bears. Big dude. Kyrie Taylor to Ahmed. Mutasami. Ooh. I mean, he weaved through three guys. Everything but the finish. 29-22. 5:25 mark. Second quarter. And a palming. Landenegger. Kings Heights, white jerseys, gold trim, Polaris, gray and black if you're just tuning in. Opening matchup of the semifinals on the boys' side of the men's. Depending on how old you are. Boys to me, but in and outs. First of 4 matchups today. My voice was literally hurting last night. I was like, man, I got to get through this today. Oh, lovely. So Cyrus Hassan, this guy's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Every time he drives to the hoop, he hasn't missed. 9-point lead for Polaris.
Yeah, Nelson's already got 8 points so far.
And shout out to Wes Brown. Monday morning scouting report in the building. You can never miss that red hoodie in the gym. It's in every gym there is in Ontario. We'll time it on the floor. So, you know, this has that vibe of those opening round of March Madness, the early games. You know, you turn on the TV when you're still at work, pretending you're working, and, you know, watching it. The gym's not necessarily full, but it's just got that vibe. I'm like, man, this is playoff hoops.
Yeah.
It's great hoops. And I like the game so far, pretty good.
It's good because I think Polaris, if they have to win this game, right? Because they're going against the last seed. They're just going to shock people if they win, but they want to win. They're here, they're playing hard, but they don't have anything to prove because they've already proved it by being here. Polaris Prep has something to prove.
Well, just like Lil Baby, they got something to prove, right? And so I was chatting with their coaches beforehand. They said they had to kind of they were watching film on Kennedy Prep, and they said, well, we have to kind of backtrack and go. Oh, geez, okay, well, we gotta. So they said the night was a little later because they had to dive into some of the Kings Heights tape. So speaking of Lil Baby, where's the DJ?
Right.
Get that going. Love Lil Baby. I did see Da Baby.
You did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hold on. It's Yusuf Ahmed.
There we
Swish.
go.
So he's starting to heat up. Ahmed from deep, 31-25. Yep. Yeah, this is like December 2019, just for the lockdown stuff. I was down at Rebel. I'm in the VIP, of course. And standing right next to me is Drake.
Oh, my God.
Drake came on and did 2 or 3 songs with the baby. And I was literally, I won't tell you what I was doing with Drake and his team, but nice lay-in, Nick Logan. (31-27), back and forth we go. Good contest. Tyler Brown up and under. Oh, doesn't fall. Quincy Mutasami. And what's the call? Push in the back. So it was before the shot, so it's not going to be a shooting foul. We're not in the bonus yet. I like that name, Quincy. I think if I had another kid, Quincy would be at the top
Quincy?
of the... Because then everyone just calls him Q.
Yeah.
Right?
That is cool.
That's a cool name. Mutasami drives over everyone. Let him know Q. I like this guy's game. He plays with confidence. He's got like this, a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like a dude, he's intimidating.
He just seems cool.
Yeah. So I like that. So Mutasami attacks and then over some defenders. Converts. 1 point ball game. Love this from King Heights, man. These guys, like I said, when you're doing the research, you're like, three wins? This isn't going to be pretty. This is a damn good basketball team. I had that situation with Lincoln Prep, too, a couple weeks ago doing an Orangeville game, and then Hassan tosses that one out of bounds. Lincoln Prep only had 3 wins.
Yeah.
And they were coming up to play Orangeville Provincial, and I'm like, oh, God. And then I'm like, they have some damn good basketball players. How does this team only have 3 wins?
Yeah.
It just speaks to the talent level across the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's good.
Everyone is talented, which makes it hard.
Mutasami. Up and under, and he's fouled again. Quincy to the line. So this dude, he's saying, I'm having success. I'm taking it to the hoop. They're not stopping me. And the only way they will is by fouling them. Just checking, all good on the sound, it looks like. Tie ball game, tied at 31. King Heights can have their first lead, and they got it, 32-31. Well, it took them about 6 minutes to get a basket. So they had a donut up on the board, and here we are, 1 point lead with about 3 minutes left as we approach half. This King Heights, this is my new team. I love these guys already. I'm not supposed to root, but they're winning me over, I'll tell you. What an outlet pass. My goodness. And that's Nick Logan, courtesy of a lovely dish from Yusuf Ahmed. And the Kings Heights bench up. 3 point lead. Nelson. No. Brown. Ooh. Tipped away. Mutasami back the other way. Quincy up and under. Man, he's good.
Wow.
Let him know, Quincy. Love it. 36-31.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Jordan Niles, number 11, just checked in. So Polaris going deep into their rotation. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys on the bench in comparison to King Heights, who has 3. Nelson inbounds to Brown. And there's Niles, ball in his hand. Hassan. No. And everything going the way of King Heights.
Yeah.
Every break, every bounce. 5 point lead, 1:50 to go, opening half. Ahmed. Nelson, no. But again, the bounce right to a King Heights player. A Taylor off the mark. And finally, something drops into the Polaris guy's hand. Brown, too much space. He can't give him that kind of space. They got to play him tighter. That's a real shooter. If he knows he's got that much space, he's like, oh, I'll take it.
Yep.
Logan.
Almost there.
A lovely lay in Malik Landenegger.
Loving the pace of this game.
Yeah, back and forth we go.
Yeah.
Not a lot of whistles. Just
No.
good. Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule here. 3-point ball game, under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Mutasami, Logan, and good D from Hassan, strips him. Landenegger, Euro step around 2 defenders, sweet. Malik Landenegger. 1-point ball game. Ahmed. Mutasami, knocked that about. It's got to be white ball. It is, yeah. 22.5 to go, 11 on the shot clock. So, regardless, Polaris should be able to have at least one crack at it, try and take the lead going into half. Or tie, depending on what happens here. Mutasami. You know, we know he's driving every time, so he's got to start shooting some threes to allow himself a little space just to keep them honest.
Yeah, to throw them off, and then eventually he can go right back into driving.
14.8 to go, and, they get a refresh on the shot clock. So, essentially, Kings Heights can hold for the last shot of the half, excuse me. Well, and again, every bounce just to the guys right. Logan, no. 7 seconds left. Pushed ahead. Brown. Travel. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Not the time you want to do that.
So quick hurry. So for me, I don't know why Ahmed's inbounding, because you want him to take this shot. 3.7 left. That's why they're going to give it right back. Mutasami at the buzzer. No.
So close.
Would have woke up the gym. So at the end of the first half, the most unlikely of teams, Kings Heights, 1-point lead, 36-35. I mean, unbelievable stuff.
It's unbelievable, but I'm going to head down to go do a halftime report with the coaches.
Do your thing. Yeah. All right. Check 1-2. Welcome back. Start of the second half.
Yeah, so I just got the chance to talk to Polaris Prep, their head coach, Terry Upshaw, and they said that one of their starters wasn't, they didn't go to school today. Therefore, they can't play in this game.
Which player was it?
I'm not 100% sure on which the player was,
okay.
But someone is stepping up for in that person's place.
Okay. Might be Jameek Achosio. I don't know if he's been in yet. I did have a chat with Malik Landenegger's dad during the half. Nice dude, yeah. So I said, hey, these guys, you can see the pressures on Polaris.
Yeah.
King Heights is playing free because Polaris is supposed to win this game.
Right.
So if you're just joining us, Chris McKee with Haley Hopkinson, 36-35, King Heights. This is the team 3 wins on the season, a major underdog. And as the buzzer expires, Quincy Mutasami.
That's how you want to open it up.
And so, they didn't score a basket in the first 6 minutes of the game or so. And now here they are with a 4-point lead in the second half. And Mutasami's heating up. Yusuf Ahmed's good. Logan's been draining some hoops as well. And so a lot of dudes, Tyler Brown back the other way, poked away. Here comes Kings Heights. Anderson Amike, number 4.
Oh, out of bounds again.
So if you're Polaris, I think they got to go to their Tyler Brown, the all-star.
Yeah.
They got to get him revved up. Kamar Grant. Kamar's done a great job driving the ball. He's had some open shots. Take it. They're giving you the space. And we had Malachi Scott on that unbelievable dunk. And we haven't seen him
there we
since.
go.
There's Malik Landenegger. Much needed 3 to settle Polaris down in the second half. So Polaris gray and black jerseys, King Heights white jerseys with the golden and black shorts. Mutasami and Claire, I like that. He just kind of shielded it, let the ball dribble out of bounds. Did you get to chat with anyone on King Heights or no?
King Heights, yep. Chatted with the coach a little bit. Yeah, you can see that on the OSBA Instagram account at halftime and post-game. We'll be interviewing one player from each team.
Brown in and out. And a Kudache, the farmer. Kudache. And you can see a little scream after a little pump.
Yeah.
They're trying to get themselves revved up.
Yeah.
And so Polaris back in front, 40-39. Score is way behind on there. There we go. And out of bounds, not even close.
You see his face?
Yeah.
It's like, God.
You know, to me, though, that's coaching. You had someone come over and go, hey, look, man, see that exact spot right there? Tell your guys to watch their feet.
Yeah.
They clearly didn't say anything.
No.
So, you know, hey, man, you can lead a horse to water, right? You can't make him drink from it. Speaking of that, you a horse fan?
A Hornets fan?
A horse. You like horses?
No. I'm actually terrified of them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. You like them?
Yeah, I love horses. Love all wildlife.
Horses scare me.
You know, that's a test, though, because I had an ex-girlfriend that she owned a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And what I came to figure out is that some horse, not all, some horse ladies, they're just crazy cat ladies with a little bit more money. You know?
Cat ladies.
They can afford the horse.
Yeah.
Feeding a horse is expensive.
This is all
It's more expensive than feeding 6 cats.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's why I was just proud. Hey, are you a horse?
Oh my gosh. I picked the right answer.
You're like, no, but I do have 9 cats. I have a pet rabbit. Well, it was my son's, and then he went to university, and I got stuck with it, and now she's mine. So, big shout out to Bella, my pet bunny. She don't like when I'm gone all day like this, you know. Brown, fade away. No. Mutasamu. For Quincy, previously at Vaughn Secondary. A lot of these dudes from that kind of Vaughn area. Of course, Andrew Wiggins, a Vaughn guy from Vaughn Secondary. Number 3, kept the feet in this time. That's Jefferson Amike. 42-40, back and forth we go. I mean, this is shaping up to be another one of those 3-point ball games. Last time with the ball, and here we are just midway third quarter. Tyler Brown, that's a bit more like it for Polaris. 42 apiece. Quincy. And yeah, he just had to do save it. Cordiche.
Oh, they left that lane open, but.
And the follow, that's Malachi Scott. So they got to find a way to get this guy the ball more.
Yeah.
Every time he gets a ball in his hands, he does good things.
100%.
And he was buried on I did that huge dunk, and then buried on the bench for most of the first half. The dude's size is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like you were saying, the wingspan, he puts his arms up. Oh, not a good example. I was saying he puts his arms up, he's usually grabbing the ball.
Yeah. Oh, 44 all, King Heights. Man, like I said, I love this team already. Oh, good D. Stripped away, Brown. And it looks like Malik Landenegger out of bounds under the basket.
When I talked to King Heights coach Ben Hale, he was saying that they've been preparing for this game since the start of the season. They may have been last in the standings, but they never had a doubt in their mind that they wouldn't be here today.
Belief. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a chat with Chevy Brown, one of their coaches as well before the game. Gave me some of the intel on some of the boys, guys to watch out for, so appreciate it. 44 apiece. Well, travel, yeah. Quincy, you know, a little indecisive there. He had options. You know, he had Nate Howell kind of sitting around top of the key. Sometimes what happens, the coach draws up a play, and they're hell-bent and kind of sticking to it, going, hey, no, let's go to option 2.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, I don't want to hear from the coach.
Yeah, right?
Well, you just turn the ball over. So, Grant, fadeaway jump shot.
That would have been nice there.
Landenegger, no.
Oh.
And somebody, looks like Malachi Scott, a little too aggressive. You know, Scott, 2024, man, this great length, great size, athleticism off the charts. Some good players here. Howell. previously at Upper Canada College. Misses on that go. Brown back the other way. Kumar Grant. No. I mean, that's kind of summed up a lot of what Polaris' afternoon's been like.
Yeah.
Look, shot looks great, but just not dropping.
No.
So checking out his quick
Fourth
chat.
personal foul.
Already? Who's on
Yeah.
4?
Um.
Is it Howell? Is that why he's checking out?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So again,
Wait. Oh yeah.
Was it on Kings Heights? Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's no good. 4 already.
Yeah. So, we talked about the short bench they have,
Yeah.
and injuries and foul trouble. They're going to have any shout at this game. Got to stay out of it.
Yeah. Because he's been great in this game so far too. He's really put his body on the line for some of these shots.
Fadeaway, Brown. No.
That
on
shot
there.
hasn't been dropping today.
Amike, back the other way. Oh, I could see what he was doing. He was like, do I take this much?
Yeah.
Do I pass it? And he got stuck somewhere in between, and that was the result of it.
Yeah.
Well, a quick chat at halftime. Jeremy Kaye, one of the Ryerson assistants, or TMU. He's out scouting the boys.
Oh, wow.
He's always up at the Orangeville gym checking out our guys.
Awesome.
Tyler Brown up and under. Polaris back with a 2-point lead. 46-44. 4:25 mark, third quarter. Chris McKee with Haley Hopkinson. We're already off to a good start here as far as the 4 semifinals today on the men's side. That's a great game.
Yeah.
Amike. Yes. Is it a 3?
Yeah.
Anderson Amike. It's always a buzz, because I don't know a lot of the coaches, and some of them, and when I go over and say, hey, I'm Chris, the announcer, they're like, no, I listen to you all the time. I love your stuff.
Awesome.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's like, hey, man, I gotta hang out in these gyms a bit more often.
Right? You got a paper for me to sign?
Yeah.
There?
Stolen. Nelson back the other way. Grant, he's quick.
Yep.
And I like that. See, Ahmed, he understands the foul situation. That would be normally, if you had a full bench, that's normally a time you're like, I'm going to ham this.
Right, especially if they're not even in bonus.
But he's like, no, they need me out here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to affect the shot, but I'm not going to get myself in fouls.
It's definitely responsible for sure.
They're playing smart, man.
Yeah. Coach for Polaris Prep, Terry Upshaw, actually saw it as an advantage that Kings Heights does have a shorter bench today. Because I asked him, I was like, the size of your bench, do you find that an advantage? And he said no, because King Heights, King Heights, they know what they're going to do. They only have so many people to work with. They know what's going to happen.
But I think, with this stage, during the regular season, that's a challenge. At this game, you tell the boys playoffs, hey, you might not see a minute of the game.
Yeah.
We're here to win.
Yeah.
We're not here to, this ain't house league. Okay?
Right?
You're not, look, obviously you want all the boys to get some time, but when it comes to it, and there's Quincy Mutasami again. I said it yesterday. It's not show friends, it's show business. Especially come playoff time. During the regular season, you want to work everyone in. Today, we saw yesterday with Orangeville, there's 1 or 2 girls that got literally, 20 seconds of action.
Right.
And I didn't see them complaining. They were still over on their bench, supporting
cheering
their
on their
teammates.
team.
Yeah. Brown, no. Well, that's also less ego on the women's side, right?
Yeah.
Woof. Nick Logan from Mutas kicks him up. Wow, 51-46. Nick Logan from Mutas kicks him up. Back and forth, back and forth. You mentioned Terry Upshaw. He used to be the head coach at Ridley for years. And then, of course, in the CEBL.
It's fantastic.
Spin move again. It's Quincy Mutasami again. 53-49, 4-point lead for the underdogs. Hassan finally misses one. He was really nice in the He's an explosive, a little deceptive, but he's quick.
Yeah.
Quick first step, good handle, and use both hands. This is, when you go to concert and they have the opener?
Yeah.
It's almost like the opening act's better than the main band today.
That's what's happening
this game's right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you discover stars, get there a little
Exactly.
early. Floater, Amike. So with Howell on the bench, Amike's taking advantage of his minutes, and he's contributing.
He is. Oh, he had an open look there. That would have been nice. Oh,
Son, left hand. Oh, deep down. Ahmed just.
he can do there.
Tough pass. Nelson. It's got to be a charge.
Whoa.
Mukasame's looking. He knew exactly what he was doing. He had his feet planted, and he's looking over the ref.
Yeah.
No call. But again, consistency from the ref.
Right.
Letting the ball, letting them. Possession arrow is going to favor Polaris. So a turnover. That's another, Ahmed goes long arms.
Yeah.
You got a shorter guy like Hassan. He leaves him right to be kind of have his pocket picked.
Polaris team is crazy. You see the guys on the bench stand up, and they've all got to be at least 6 foot there.
Yeah. Big dudes.
Yeah.
Grant. Malik off the mark. And Ahmed. I like the approach here. Slow things down. Ahmed looks a little gassed. We don't need to, it's not the Showtime Lakers where they're running up and down the court.
Right.
Stolen. Good defense from Landenegger. And then from Grant. Well, hey, Tyler Brown.
He's lucky.
Because you missed that dunk in that moment in this game.
You're dunking again.
You're going to get on the bet. You can see Upshaw is right ahead of him.
Yeah.
We saw Ahmed, obviously this guy can dunk. Nice little lay-in first half. Let's just get the 2 points. Ooh, reckless pass, and then stolen by Polaris. 3-on-1. Nope. Oh, off the mark. So good job by Malik Landenegger to recognize, hey, the quarter was coming to an end. I got to get this up because he had the 3-on-1, but it doesn't drop. So at the end of 3, King Heights, the improbable story continues so far. 2-point lead as we head to the 4th. And you know what? Ahmed looked a little gassed, but, these young guys, all he needs is a little minute or two right now.
Exactly.
Get a little swish of water, quick breather, and back out there. So a lovely sunny day here in Scarborough, Ontario at the Pan Am Center. It's a little chilly, but it's still nice.
Nice. The sun is nice. It's
a
little windy, but the sun's nice. Another swimming competition going on here today.
Is it?
Yep.
The chlorine didn't hit me quite as well today. I didn't get
wasn't
the high
strong
off
enough.
It. Yeah.
We're gonna have to go sit in there.
Yeah, they gotta boost the dose of the chlorine.
Right.
Yeah, I took a skip on my run today. I was just like, what? But what I did do is just drive down to the park. I had to go feed my seagull and my squirrels down there.
I was a little bit worried. I was like, did the animals not get any food today?
No, I go hook them up.
Good.
I just drove the route where I run.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was worried.
You think I'm soulless?
I know, right?
I got a team out there, so.
It's an awkward song choice here.
The hard knock life. I say, because my mom's English, she calls him JZ. I don't like Mom, it's JZ. For years, she's like, is that JZ fella? I'm like, Mom, it's JZ. Do you know Jay-Z's real name?
No.
Sean Carter.
Really?
He says it a lot in the songs. S. Carter, you must try harder. No. So, fun fact, the song Still Dre?
Yep.
Snoop Dogg and Dre. That was written by Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
And when you hear the rap flow for Dre, it's like Dre's not that good of a rapper.
Yeah.
It's because it's Jay-Z that wrote it for him. He called him up because Dre hadn't put in an album in years. And he's like, I need a banger. And so that was what Jay-Z delivered for him.
Good guy.
with Scott Storch, who did the piano riff on that.
Tyler Brown right now for Polaris Prep is leading with 18 points so far. Leading by at least 10 points.
CJ Nelson, left-handed lay-in, ties the ball game. 55 all. Let's go. You know, I'm so thankful we do this right now because, you know, you don't want to have people distracted by March Madness.
Yeah.
And look, as much as I love these games, hey, I mean, are you going to watch Duke and Kentucky or what? I'm so thankful this has kind of got its own space.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the timing of this is a great job to, you know, Carmelo and everyone with the OSBA to do it this weekend. Oh, Ahmed. And then stepped out of bounds. Big block. And then Brown caught it back, but he's out of bounds.
Quincy right now leading for King Heights with 19 points.
Wow.
Also, 9 rebounds. So,
approaching double-double status.
yeah. Well, Tyler Brown has a double-double. Only 3 assists so far right now, but...
Uchasami. And errant pass. No good. So keep in mind, Nate Howell in foul trouble. He's got 4, and he's out there on the court right now. So he's got to play safe. You know, for me, what you do is put him in now, let him play safe, give him a couple minutes, and then get him back on the bench for another 4 or 5 minutes, and then save him for the stretch run. Stolen. Oh. And Amike, no. Oh. Kings Heights, 3 cracks at it, 3 different guys. None of them could make it happen. Nelson, no. Howell back the other way. Stolen, good D, CJ Nelson. Nelson of 2025. So the Trillium division, usually a lot more younger guys. Mm-hmm. Grant. And falls to ground. You know, a lot of these, I'm not saying some of these guys couldn't get to the NCAA. If they did, a lot of them kind of have to go through the JUCO level, but a lot of more like youth sports guys. And to me, you know, I love youth sports. It's great basketball. I always say this. My son is a youth sports athlete. Mm-hmm. So when I say, oh, this guy's a youth sports player, some guys look at it as a disrespect. It's like, no. My son's a youth sports player.
Yeah.
And the experience and, you know, opportunity of playing university basketball in Canada, trust me, man, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
Build a network of guys that can help you out in your careers. You know, you can still go play pro in Europe and stuff like that and make a living playing some hoops. You know, I mentioned my guy Giovanni Scott I just talked to, played at Brock University.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to play pro in China when the season's done.
Yeah.
So there are opportunities.
There's so many opportunities, and especially with the China League taking off and stuff like that. And
like, none of these guys here are going to play for Duke or Kentucky.
No.
But there's going to see a lot of guys play university hoops.
Yeah.
A lot of really good players. And enjoy the experience, and it'll take you places in life.
Yeah.
Some man, they time of life on those bus rides and stuff all over. Mutasami misses.
Oh, great rebound there.
Grant back the other way. To Brown. For 3. So the big man heating up.
Yep.
Pushes Polaris back out in front, but the seesaw battle continues.
21 points.
Haley, is it too early to say that O word, that overtime word just yet?
Oh my! Well, I would love to see it in this one.
Kick that out, ball!
Oh. That was a really awkward fall there.
It's Malik Landenegger on the ground. Looks like he's all right, but look, he got all ball. Yeah. You know what? You can tell the reaction. It wasn't just the guy who committed the foul. The entire bench was like, ball! And that's when you know you got it wrong.
Right.
Because you can get one person to lie.
Right. Oh, we'll team at the exact same time with the coaches?
You can't get 10 people to lie at an instant. Malika 2024, 0 for 1. 1-2. Polaris, 59-55 over Kings Heights right now. What's the call? Well, they're saying a foul before on Malachi Scott. You know, there's an early 80s horror movie called Children of the Corn. Now, I know Malachi is a biblical name, but the bad guy, the evil guy, in it, his name was Malachi.
That's what my mom always says about Malachi Flynn on the Raptors. She's like, it's just such an evil name.
Because she's seen Children of the Corn. That's what.
I think it's a cool name.
Like,
it really gives off villain vibes, but I mean, who doesn't want to be more of like a villain?
I saw that movie when I was a kid, and I'm still horrified
from it.
I watched it again recently. I'm like, it's scarier now than it was in the mid 80s, whatever. Hudache, up and under, good D, Ahmed again. And hey, Howell was in there on it and didn't foul, so clever from Nate. Stay out of foul trouble, mate. Quincy. Polaris in a 2-3 zone. Mutasami for 3, no. Off the mark. Well, shout out Cardinal official. Is everything locked like a 2-3 zone? Brown. Kudache rips it away. Malik Landenegger. No. Don't foul.
Wow.
And Tyler Brown muscles his way in, uses that big frame.
That's what I like. I like when they don't just immediately touch it and try to put it right back up. He went down with the ball and came up really powerful to break through any hands that were around him.
61-55. A little bit of separation happening here by Polaris. And the response from Nate Howell. Howell, a 2026 youngster. A lot of hoops in front of him. Nelson. CJ Nelson, bang. That looked good. The second it left his hand, I'm like, that's in. Yeah. 64-57. Logan, you know, he got hot for a few minutes. They got to get him revved up again. Watch the feet. Yep. Stepped out of bounds again. Good call. That Bermuda Triangle is just plenty victims, yeah. And so timeout on the floor. Looks like King Heights. Yeah, the guys look a little gassed. Good timeout.
Yeah.
So 64-57. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Opening match of the men's side of the OSBA playoffs. Trillium playoff game 1 coming up next, of course. Canada Top Flight and then Code Academy.
Yes, that should be a really exciting game as well.
Where's Code out of? I know the Top Flight CTA is Ottawa. We know where Code's from?
Let me just check.
Of course, if you're out there watching on the stream, come down. Lots more hoops tonight. The game's at 1, 3, 5, and 7.
They're out of Whitby.
Whitby, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because they had a game up in Brooklyn the other night. Uh-oh. Why did my iTunes just start? Oh, yeah. Out my neck of the woods. So all is good with this. Looks no beep here with sound or issues. And so big shout out to Capital Courts tagging Haley and I in the video for Augustine yesterday, her performance. Go check that out on their Instagram. Because you need more of us.
Yes, right?
Because this isn't enough. You need more. Grant from the free throw line. No. In and out. Mutasami back the other way. Stolen. Grant. Yeah, it goes laying this time. Oh, they're calling a goaltending.
Mm.
Wait, hey, Grant learned his lesson on the
Yes,
dog.
yeah. I bet he wish he went for that one, though.
Mm. He looks a little gassed. I
Yeah.
think he could use.
Well, yeah, he's been a force to be reckoned with in this whole game.
And he runs full speed. You know, he's
Yeah.
not one of these kind of
Oh,
through the
there's
motion.
no in between, it looks like, for him.
I like his game.
Me too. You can just see the focus in his eyes.
So, little separation here. Kings Heights needs a bucket big time. Mutasami delivers. Quincy all day. So he's got to be in the low 20s now to make points. 59-66, 3:40 mark, fourth quarter. Gut check time. Who wants it?
You got 21 points for Quincy.
Quincy, nice. Oh, there's Grant, fadeaway, goes to ground, right back up on defense. 9-point lead. Amike. Mutasami again uses the body, but Tyler Brown rips it away. Grant. Man, off the backboard, he got stuck under the rim. Ahmed, coast to coast. Euro around a couple defenders. Yusuf Ahmed, 68-61. He could score at will. It's really impressive. Brown suspends, doesn't fall. Oh, little clever triple. Ahmed, coast to coast again. And the finger roll doesn't go. And good move by Nelson.
Smart.
Threw it off
smart.
Quincy, yeah. So Malachi Scott is coming back in. You know, you talk about that rule with, the kid didn't go to class today. If the NCAA did that, you'd see about 3 guys starting every night. That was about.
Yeah, but that's their standard there.
Brown, huge.
There we go. 25 points.
9-point lead, Tyler Brown all day. And you see why he's an OSBA All-Star. Well, they certainly got that one right.
Yep.
The response. King Heights, is that Nick Logan? It is. Huge 3. So just a 2-possession game, under 2 minutes left. Brown. Shot clock at 6-5. Brown. Nelson from 3. No. Off, but DeMar Grant. In and out. Ooh. Amike. A left push. Hey, Scott, how are you calling that? He got that ball. They're calling a goaltend.
What?
Ugh.
That's we didn't see any dunks yesterday, so that's definitely going to be a call we haven't been seeing yet with goaltending.
Well, they're not calling goaltending, they're calling a foul now. I think the initial call was, and then the other came over.
Push.
Either way, Amike to the line. 20-25 out of Vaughn. Huge free throws here. Misses the first. 1:28 to go. Got to get the next one. King Heights got to, they all look gassed. They got to dig here.
Yep.
Find something a little extra. 0 for 2. 2 big misses. CJ wide open. Swish from deep. CJ Nelson. The dagger. It's a 9-point lead with 1:10 to go in the ball game. And they just lost a handle on it. Ooh. Oh, they're saying it went off someone's knee. So Quincy catches a break. He just looks exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need maybe a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Good timeout.
Good
Give
call.
these boys a quick breather. I mean, this is a, 9-point lead, buck 7 left. You can see them just walking into the huddle. They're gassed.
Yeah.
Dig a little deeper, boys. Let's go. they need a defensive stop.
Mm-hmm.
And, the problem is they're focusing on Brown and they're leaving CJ Nelson wide open, and he just keeps hitting everything.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's got 16 points already.
This is how we do from 93 till
Tyler Brown with 17 rebounds.
17?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
What is Souls of Mischief's old sign? It's like 1993, maybe? What year were you born, Haley?
2005.
There we go, yeah. In 2005, I was the youngest agent for the biggest music agency in the country.
Wow.
Producing concert tours for Grammy and Juno winning musicians across North America.
Big year for both of us.
Yeah, now I'm a bum.
No.
I'm a has-been, yeah.
No.
Someone out there will tell you that. Yeah.
You're an online hater?
Yeah. Let's go. King Heights, 107 to go. Desperately in need of a bucket here. Amike. Logan. Rims out. Tipped away. Grant. And Nelson comes away with it. And a good foul. Just wants to get it done. They're not in the bonus yet, so I think they just got to get those fouls out of the way. Anderson Amike. 54 seconds left. So on the screen, it's a little deceiving because you're only seeing 3.2. It's actually 50. And another foul again. So Amike, he's got fouls to use. (73-64). And Malachi,
Yeah.
He did get his hand slapped. And so Malachi Scott to the free throw line. 46.7 to go. Can ice the game here. Bingo, huge 10-point lead. Well, it looks like Polaris, barring a miracle, well, the way Kings Heights is playing, you never know. But barring a miracle, Polaris is going to book themselves a spot in the OSBA final. Scott 2 for 2. Clutch. Ahmed. Logan from deep. No. Tipped out of bounds and still white ball. King Heights have a pulse, but it's faint. Of course, coming up next, Canada Top Flight versus Code. Semifinal number 2. Probably in about 20 minutes or so time. No. And that should do it. Polaris with possession. They're not in the bonus, so they can foul, but they ain't getting to the line. Just going to burn more clock. So, hey, tip of the cap to King Heights and their players and coaches. Look, this is a good team. They got a lot of good players. I mean, moving forward, they got a lot of guys returning. Go get some depth, man. You got a great core.
Yeah.
Just get a couple. They don't even need to be great players. Just a couple more bodies.
Some healthy ones.
Because these guys here, the 7-8 guys they got can ball.
Yeah, 100%.
Just get either some youngsters, bring them up from the juniors, or some other veteran guys that. But certainly a lot to build with, and impressive. Malik Landenegger icing the game here for Polaris. For Polaris, I mean, they're going to have a chance at it as well. The way Tyler Brown is, this guy's a star.
Yeah.
A lot of good. Landenegger's a nice player. Malachi Scott, CJ Nelson, Kamar Grant. They got dudes.
Yeah.
So. Ahmed. No. And now Brown can essentially dribble it out, get it over, and that'll do it. Well done to Terry Upshaw and his boys.
Yep.
Polaris prep. Man, hey, they withstood an onslaught, and they're going to play in the final Sunday afternoon. That'd probably be, the 3 o'clock game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, full respect due to King Heights. Impressive performance, boys. They just ran out of gas. So Haley's got to go run and do her interview. We're going to shut it down and get ready for the next game. Appreciate you tuning in.